Is there a gentleman from Massachusetts who's
Thank you,
recognized?
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's unbelievable. I mean, all we heard last night and we're hearing now on the House floor from the other side is that it's the Senate's fault. That's the reason why House Republicans aren't doing their job, and that's why they're pushing this misguided CR. It's because of Senate Democrats. We just heard that again today. And guess what? I have a newsflash. Even Republican senators hate this CR plan. I ask unanimous consent to insert an article into the record from News Nation entitled, quote, House GOP government funding plan gets chilly reception from Senate Republicans, end quote.
Without objection.
Mr. Speaker, their own colleagues, their own Republican colleagues are worried that, and I quote, that this measure requiring proof of citizenship to register to vote would complicate the stopgap funding bill's path, and that this comes dangerously close to risking a shutdown. Now, here's an idea. If Republicans are so serious about this CR, maybe they should have done some work to shore up support within their own party. But let me just talk about how Republicans feel about this CR. Tom Massey on the Rules Committee, he tweeted, I'm voting hell no on the continuing resolution and the Other Matter Act this week. I don't care which bright, shiny object is attached to it or which fake fight we start and won't finish. And then the gentleman from New York started to talk about national security. Another news flash for the gentleman, that the top Republican national security expert in the House, the chairman, the Republican chairman of the House Armed Services Committee, Mike Rogers, says he is a no on the CR. He says it's bad for the Pentagon, and he hopes that other House members will vote no too. That's your top guy on national security. He's voting no. It's reported from Melanie Zenona that Rep. Corey Mills says he has informed the whip team that he's a no on the 6-month CR plus SAVE Act. Also says there are quite a few other Republicans who are against it who haven't said so publicly. Matt Rosendale said, he tweets, 1 year later, the same old theatrics by the DC cartel have never voted for CR and never intend to. John Bresnahan reports that Representative Jim Banks is a no on the CR. Jordan Carney reports that Representative Burchett says he's currently a no on the CR plus SAVE plan. And he says that there are many, many others that want to vote no. Marjorie Taylor Greene, well, she's no on everything, so she's no on this as well. But I have to be honest with the gentleman. Your problem isn't House Democrats or Senate Democrats. Your problem is House Republicans. You can't even get consensus amongst your own members of your own party. So this is ridiculous that we're here debating this rule to bring up a CR that is going nowhere fast. And let me say, last night in the Rules Committee, our colleague, Representative Massey, he said, this SAVE Act isn't going to save anything. Again, Representative Massey, as everybody knows, is a prominent leader in the Republican caucus. He says, and particularly because it ain't never going to become law. It's a false promise to get all the Republicans half pregnant. And then you're going to get fully pregnant by the end of September when you vote for the CR that is not going to have it in it. I hate to break it to you, and I'm not telling you anything special, and I hate to break it to the Republicans, but you ain't getting the SAVE Act. And then he concludes by saying, but this is political theater, folks. And I got to tell you, it's bad political theater. And it's pathetic that here we are at this late date, approaching a government shutdown, and we get this garbage. And at this point, I'd like to yield 3.5 minutes to the gentlewoman from New Mexico, a distinguished member of the Rules Committee.